All right, last week we had a little bit of a wrench thrown in our plans with having a forfeit game, but it gave us opportunity to get a little healthy. It gave us opportunity to work on some stuff that we haven't had an opportunity to work real heavily on. And so excited about the opportunity to go up to Pawnee Heights this coming Friday and have a chance to finish second in our district and secure at least one home playoff game. With that, I am open for questions. Yeah, so it was very different. We kind of had to go back to some of our plans from fall camp to figure out how we were going to address the week and how we were going to go about it. It gave us an opportunity to work on some of the stuff we've implemented throughout the season and get a little more secure and a little more confident in some of our play calls. So I think it was, at the end of it, it was a good thing that we had that week to prepare and get some stuff secured up that we weren't sure about.
So with having that last week that you talked about the preparation and everything, did you guys work on any specific things that you're going to utilize in this upcoming game or any players that you're specifically working on?
Yeah, we were able to, at least from an offensive standpoint, implement a few things that we had seen on films that we had from them that we could felt like we could target some weaknesses that they might have on their defense. And so we were able to install a few extra plays and a few different concepts that we hadn't done previously. Defensively, we're not going to really change a whole lot, I don't think. They don't show us a lot that we haven't already seen from somebody else. So it's just more of getting ready to see what we think we're going to see this coming Friday.
How do you guys feel about going against
We feel confident with what we've implemented in to go up to Pawnee Heights this Friday. They do have some athletes that we do have to worry about, and so we just kind of have to know where they're at on both sides of the ball. So that way, as they come out in their formations on offense, we have an idea of where the ball is going to go, and we can attack that way. And then just knowing where we want to put more people on offense, so that way we have a better chance to have success moving the ball. Yeah, we were able to utilize a few kids that we haven't necessarily needed to and haven't had the opportunity to get them into a lot of varsity time this year. And so we were able to kind of immerse them into the playbook on the offensive side and defensive side a little bit more. So that way we have some answers to questions. If, this kid goes down, this kid goes down, this kid goes down, who are our backups, and without having to move too many people around. So that way we're not thinking when we're out there.
Looked down upon. How are you guys going into this game?
They are a team that, looking at them on film, they did lose to South Barber by 46 on Friday, but they were missing a handful of kids. So it's a team that we can't take lightly. I think they put together 4 wins this year against some quality opponents. So it's a team that we just have to approach the same way we have all year. Make sure that, there's a quote, and I can't remember who it's by, but we can't underestimate any opponent. And so just making sure that we worry about us, we take care of our business, and we know what our game plan is. And, regardless of what their game plan is, we can just execute ours, and I think we'll be okay.
Does it put you at ease, or does it put you at more nervous? Because you don't know exactly how you play.
I'm pretty confident with what we've seen and what our game plan is, that we'll at least have the opportunity to be successful. We don't have a ton of film on some of their kids that they've played quite a bit, but we have, we did have a JV game against them. They ran pretty much the same thing in their JV as what we've seen on film. So I'm confident with what our game plan is, that as long as we go out and execute, we'll have a good opportunity to be successful.
So looking back on your guys' season, how would you say your standpoint is on how you feel about how the teams come together and how they've improved throughout the season?
I couldn't be more proud of our kids. We had a couple of wrenches thrown in our plans. We start the year off knowing we're going to have probably 2 ranked matchups with Golden Plains and South Barber. And, we take care of business with Golden Plains, and then, middle of the year we find out, 36 hours before kickoff, in essence, that we were going to be welcoming Tescott in, who we've never played. We had no film on him, and we had to implement a quick game plan. Kids did it. We won that game, and then, playing against South Barber, who we knew was going to be a really, really good team, we did everything we could have asked them to do. And so I'm happy with what we've seen so far. But, we do have one more regular season game, and it's a kind of an important one because we got to win that to secure us a home playoff game. And so that's kind of what our mindset is right now. And once we get past this Friday, we'll kind of take a look back and see what's been super successful, what hasn't, and what we need to do to improve and hopefully make a deep playoff run.
Last question. Do you see a change in environment from home game standpoint to an away game?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We don't have as many people cheering for us. We have a few more people when we're away cheering for the other team. But I think our boys have done a great job of kind of being prepared either way and not making a big difference in their prep and how they approach a game on game day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.